Alright, so I realized that filming updates and then putting them together in a video and then not posting the video, that doesn't really work for keeping people updated with where a build is going. So, this is going to be an update. So one thing that I've done is I've mounted the ECU in here. That keeps it out of the way and keeps it from getting too hot, because as you know, on these cars, the 2005 and 6, the ECU is located right here. That's just a little bit too close for my liking, and we were running into some fitment issues here. I didn't get to mount the wastegate where I wanted to, just because of the size of the gate. Things just get a little tight in here, as you can see. I wanted it closer right in here, but it just wasn't going to work. So this, it does have good flow from both of these exhaust banks. Now, because it's so far away, I'm hoping that's not an issue, but if it is, I'll just redo it. I mean, that's what's kind of nice about, I guess, knowing how to do this kind of thing, is that if something doesn't work, we'll just redo it. Right now I just have the gate venting to atmosphere. I might keep it that way. I haven't decided yet. My first plan was to plumb it into the exhaust pipe down there off the back of the turbo. See if I can get it to focus. Yeah, down in there. But I might just, I've got enough room back there. See if I can get it to focus. Yeah, I've got enough room that I could just have it dump out underneath the car if I wanted to. But here's the, because I got the Moroso pan, which advertised on Jegs works with these cars, it does not. So I was pretty upset about that. So here's what I've come up with. This is what Moroso suggested, which still didn't quite work, because the you're basically going to need two 90-degree fittings, basically, to make the pan work. If anybody wants to know a little bit more in detail about that, I can definitely help you out and give you an exact list of everything that you're going to need to make this work with these cars. But as you can see, I kind of pretty much did everything already. I took a bunch of, and basically made a bunch of videos updating, but things have just been really busy. I've been working on this thing every night that I can for quite a while. On Friday, which would be yesterday, I worked a whole day at the shop here where I work, and stayed at the shop after we closed and worked on this thing until about 1 a.m. So it's been a couple days of that to get all of this done. But yeah, I'm really liking the way it's turning out. I might need to make some new plug wires here. These manifolds, in most spots, they're double wrapped, just because of the way I went about wrapping them. And I've got the shielding on the plug wires themselves. But if I end up burning a plug, I'll just make some new ones. And I'll probably end up remote mounting my coil packs on the sides here to give it a real clean look. But this is how she sits. Unfortunately, like I might have mentioned before, I'm waiting on a single AN fitting that Amazon said was going to be delivered today, which doesn't look like it's going to happen because Monday is a holiday. I'm probably not going to be able to have this thing running until Tuesday, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I got my, which I actually need to finish here. Got the battery box in the trunk. I already ran my line. I just need to get it into the box and just mount everything down and then ground the battery. But yeah. It didn't really take, it was very labor intensive because I wanted to do a better job this time. But yeah, that about does it for this revision. We'll see how it runs. I think it's probably going to run a little bit lean, and then of course we're going to need to get it on the dyno and find out how much power it makes. But yeah, I mean, I may post more videos of, you know, whatever else I end up doing to the car. It's a never-ending project, as some of you may know. But yeah, I'm just gonna get used to driving it with boost, because I mean, even on a pretty conservative tune, it should be putting down like twice as much power as before. Before, when I would drive it, I mean, it was just, it had issues. When it got rebuilt, it never got tuned, so it was just not running very well before. So I'll just have to get used to the way it drives now, and get good at driving it like that. And I'll probably end up picking up an iron block and building, like actually building a motor for boost, and then turning it up a little bit. My transmission is, it's been fully built. I don't know if y'all had seen any of the previous videos or if I ever even mentioned that, but I sent it off to Texas Drivetrain Performance to get built, and we went with stage 2, I think, or stage 2.5. I don't remember. There's a lot that they did to it, but it was pretty rough. But definitely go check those guys out. They're a smaller shop here in Texas, but obviously, duh, their name. But but I mean, as far as I know, they do pretty good work. I haven't really got to test this transmission too much, because as soon as I got it put back in, I drove it around the block and then decided I wanted to redo the turbo kit. But yeah, I mean, build a motor for boost. I'm gonna need to do something with my axles because they're still stock. Hopefully I don't ever hook up, but we'll see. If I break something, then, you know, I'll fix that, and then I'll break something else, and then I'll fix that. But, you know, just hot rod stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'll post maybe something sometime when I do something. Lone Star Roundup is coming up. Well, it's in April, but I did a video for the last one, and I should be getting a new GoPro here on Monday. So whenever that comes around, I'll do that. But I'll post a video of doing some pulls, and obviously when I take it to the dyno, I'll do a video of that. But yeah, I think the overall cost of this revision before the oil pan issue was about $400. But what I forgot to mention is that you need a special oil filter adapter, like the remote adapter for the Moroso pan, and that's like $100 and something. And then obviously you're gonna need lines and all that stuff. But if you want a full list of everything that I've got to make it work, just shoot me a message. Probably on Instagram would be the better way of getting a hold of me, because I mean, we can tell that I don't update YouTube very much. But yeah, see you.